Hello guys, I hope you are all doing well. This video we will be looking at preprocessor in C programming language. We will be also looking at several preprocessor directives in C programming language. So let's begin. Okay, so preprocessor in C. Let's say we had our source program. Okay, then remember before going to the compiler it goes to a preprocessor. Okay, so what actually is a preprocessor? Preprocessor is itself a program. This is also a program, okay, which takes our source program, expand it, or we can say that it processes some of our instructions. Okay, it processes some of the instructions and then it send our expanded source code to the compiler. Okay, then further process takes on. This is our preprocessor. Okay, so what a preprocessor does, that's a question, right? So in source program we had seen in general that we use hash include studio.h, right? So this is known as directive, okay, and this we can say as an instruction and this as instructions parameter. Okay, so whenever our preprocessor is encountering with the hash or a directive, it knows that I have to follow this instruction. Okay, for example if this is sent to our preprocessor, then it will see, okay, I am encountering a hash, a directive, so I have to follow this instruction. Okay, now if there is void main also, preprocessor is going to ignore that. Why? Because this is not starting with the hash, right? Only those instructions which are starting with the hash will be processed by the preprocessor. That's why we use the hash. Okay, hash is also known as directives. Okay, and this entirely hash include can be termed as preprocessor directive, right? So once again, we had our source program. We had defined several preprocessor directive. We define this in our source program. Okay, it goes to the preprocessor and then it process all our given this directives or instructions. Okay, so this is the role of preprocessor. Okay, after pre-processing it's sent to the compiler. Let's take an example. Okay, let's say we had made a program something like this: hash include studio.h void main and printf hello, and that's it. This is our source program, right? Now this is our preprocessor instruction. Okay, so when this our source program goes to the preprocessor, what does it do? It will see, okay, this is hash, this is a directive, I have to process some of the instruction, right? So it will see, next it will see, okay, what instruction I have to do? I have to do include. Okay, what is the what does include mean? It means that to include a particular file. So what it will do, it is going to whatever is present in this file, it is going to bring in our source program. Okay, for example, here could be in this file there could be thousands of line, and also will be our main program, whatever it was, it will be same printf hello. Okay, and whatever is present here it will actually be put here. Okay, that is the role of preprocessor. Whatever the instruction name is given, it is going to work according to that instruction, right? Whatever is present now in studio.h, it will put here, and then it will send it to compiler. Okay, you may have seen that when we do compile, there's a number of lines we see. Okay, if for this program I will compile, and if I see the number of lines in Turbo C or any other compiler, we will see that the number of lines will be more than the 1000 number of lines. But actually we only made 5-line program. Why it is giving me this high number of lines? The reason is preprocessor. Okay, it is including everything which is present here in this file, and then it is sending to the compiler, and the compiler is telling us the number of line it has processed. Okay, so this was the one of the example. Now there are various preprocessor directives. Okay, we will be looking at one by one. Okay, so let's see the first one. So our first preprocessor directive is file inclusion. Okay, file inclusion, which we had seen in our recent example. What it does, that whatever is the name of this file I am giving, it is going to include in our expanded source code. Okay, studio.h, whatever is present in this file, okay, it is going to include in, after pre-processing, it is going to include everything present in this file. Okay, now we can use hash include in two types. Okay, first is this one. This is generally used for standard file. Now what does that mean, standard file? Okay, there are various header files that are already present in our program, in our compiler. Okay, various files which are already comes with the compiler, those are generally known as standard files. Okay, and look at this, we represent that standard file using this. But let's say that I created my personal file, and I do want to add in this source program. Let's say we were in a project team, and we had divided our entire program. One person is doing another work, another person is doing another part, and finally we do all want to combine everything in a single file. So what we can do is hash include. Now this will be in double quote and the name of file. Let's say partner2.h or anything. Okay, it could also be C or whatever the name of the file. Point to remember is that how will our compiler know, okay, this file is where is this file present, where is this file present? Okay, in general this will look at the current directory, current program directory, and as well as the standard directory, both the directory, and it will only look at the standard directory. Okay, where all these files are present. Okay, now if let's say that I do want to change the path of inclusion. Okay, for example, some path will be already defined somewhere. When I am looking studio.h, it might be going in c/bin/, there would be some path somewhere defined. Okay, in C. So where is this path actually? Okay, different compilers, different operating system will be holding that path in different locations. So in Turbo C and C++, to change our path for the inclusion, we have to go first of all to the options menu. Okay, then there will be something known as the directories, and there is an option of file inclusion or something like that. Okay, and you have to change there would be different path like C lib. Okay, so we can also embed there any other path if we want to change a standard path. Okay, in this way we change our path. So this is our first preprocessor directive, that is the file inclusion. Okay, so that's all for today's guys. I hope you like the video, and if you have any doubt you can comment it down, and thanks for watching.